both of these teams we've seen once they get momentum, they start to, make some different type of plays. But now we're finally getting live here. First round here on product, RDR versus the Chuds. Both demos coming out here pretty much at the same pace. We're just looking for spam here. But we already have Donovan on the sniper, and he is already gonna get a pick on the Slugmundo as RDR bombs in and it tries to collapse onto the Chuds. They are able to find Dank in the process, and that's already an extremely strong start for RDR. Donovan coming straight out on the sniper, letting everyone know he's not to be messed with, and you're gonna have to watch for him for the rest of this map. And he's already doing it, sitting on their cliff. Slugmundo's jumping back in, trying to find him. And the Chuds finally take Donovan down, but Donovan makes it all the way back into their own cliff. And now the Chuds, or I'm sorry, oh my God, I'm getting my teams mixed up. Now RDR is trying to push out here.
Yeah, RDR trying to push out, even though Donovan had some really nice shots. Yum Yum is going to get pincered, cornered in that wall. Someone who else is going to surf to safety. Luddy, that was an amazing surf to stay alive right there. And because of it, their team is still going to have 100%. RDR have gotten a lot of space. Slugmundo jumping over back towards the rest of his combo as well. And RDR trying to take this space and get some capture time with. They got a lot, but they are at Uber disadvantages. Now the Uber's going to come out from the blue team. They're going to be running forward, but Slugmundo, they lose their demo, getting a little bit too aggressive there. The Chuds might have gone a bit too far forward, and Donovan comes in with the well-timed collapse, takes down the medic. He swapped off a sniper onto the soldier, instantly making it work regardless of what class he's playing. That is going to be RDR waiting for their respawners, but after that, they're going to be capturing up the point, and Donovan is right back up on sniper.
Donovan right back on sniper, ready to lock down the point there. And with Uber advantage, they have some time to kill, but they have to make it back. The Chuds already have a minute and 10 on the clock, and they've already got a pick on Yum Yum as they're trying to push out here. So they do have a little bit of time advantage, but Donovan finds the kill on Math as he's trying to jump in. RDR just playing it very safe as Big Bank and Dam are trying to make a flank play. It's not enough. They're not able to make any picks.
Oh my God.
Donovan once again just deleting Slugmundo. And now that's pretty much almost a full wipe. RDR setting up for the forward hold. Sandblast even peeking their spawn here, trying to draw some eyes, get some good spam in. But yeah, that was a great play from RDR, just waiting for them to come in, and Donovan already showing himself to be very dominant with his sniper.
Very, very dominant, as we do have the Pyro to help try and break this forward hold. It is going to be somewhat successful. They are going to get one onto Donovan, and they do get the Uber forced out, so more importantly, so they don't have to worry about that. They have lost a couple players, but they're willing to take that. There's a scout in behind, trying to get in onto Luddy, actually gets the force, so now they might be at risk of some more forward holding if they're not able to break free. They should be able to... partially because of Slugmundo getting that pick off on to Sandblast. So it is now an open battlefield for the Chuds, but they still have to try and get some time onto the point. Really great rockets from Dan to be able to take down Donovan, make sure he doesn't have any more space in this game to play with. That demo just barely going to be able to stay alive, and Dingo gets a good couple of pipes on his way out as well. So even though they have gotten the point, they are down so many players that they're just going to have to give it right back up.
Yep, RDR losing one, but they're still looking to reaggress here as they have the player advantage, and they're just going to wait for their spawner to come up before they get the cap back. And now the Chuds are looking to reaggress here, maybe on Cliff. But, you know, RDR, great plays. They brought the lead back, and now they're trying to, you know, just kill some time, wait to see what the Chuds are going to do. They have Uber. They might try to go in and use it to get Luddy, but so far they're playing pretty slow, just looking for any openings. They almost get Raven, but Dingo goes down. They find Raven for it, but they Uber in and get the force. This may be okay for RDR as they have a couple more picks, and they find even more. The Chuds going down. Yep, more players dropping from the Chuds, and even though it's a little bit of a worse Uber for RDR, they're still able to find those picks, clean them up, and with 30 seconds left on the clock, the Chuds are gonna have to make a play pretty quick here.
Oh, Sandblast is just in running at Dam. Unfortunately for him, he gets taken down. Big Bank with the flare gun. You don't see that one too many times, but I think because Sandblast got taken down, they didn't even have to bother with the pyro. There's no forward hold for them to try and break. They only have 10 seconds. They have to get onto the point. They are at fairly big Uber disadvantage, and also Donovan back up on the sniper, going to be able to take down Mav. Raven, however, is going to be able to respond, takes down the enemy demo, and they're getting a lot of space here. They do also get control of the point, just barely. However, it is going to be overtime for RDR, so as soon as they capture it up, they are going to win the first round. So if you are the Chuds, you have to essentially play perfectly here, and Raven going down is not perfect for them. There's so much cap time on the point. The enemy team uses the Uber, and damn, taking down Donovan on that sniper is just hitting so many shots, and they are going to win the first round. Very, very good stuff from RDR, and Donovan already just a standout.
Yeah, a bit of a shaky start. I mean, even with Donovan with spectacular shots from the start, a bit of a shaky start for RDR, but eventually they were able to pull it together and take that round. And like you said, Donovan is immediately letting the Chuds know you don't want to mess with them on sniper, but it looks like the Chuds are trying to go for a fast play on the flank. It's not going to work out. Big Bank goes down early as they're looking to take a little more space. RDR's trying to take it slow though, and just play around their sniper mostly, as Quacks fights on the flank, and the Chuds just slowly take the point. And there you go, Donovan just takes another shot at Slug Mundo, gets the pick on him, and RDR is already at a good pick advantage here. Finds Math as well, so they're gonna use this to push
Sandblast is on the engineer.
Sandblast is off classing. He's using the mini sentry. He is RDR is letting them know, like, we can play any class right now, and you're still gonna have to work to beat us. And it's showing right now. The Chuds is they're trying to push up on the cliff. RDR just letting it even out, just holding down the point. The Chuds kind of afraid to peek any angles. It seems like they're looking for Donovan. They're looking to avoid getting picked off. They find the sentry so they can make a little more space. So they use that to jump in with the Uber. They're trying to drag players back. They do find Donovan finally, but it doesn't look like it's going to be enough, as they're not really finding any more players. A lot of players trying to get in behind, but no, most of Chud backing out as they slowly drop players, and RDR once again they're jumping in now. It's just kind of a scuffle. Quack's trying to make a play. Oh my goodness, amazing air shot, and Dingo follows it up with a sticky that kills two. This just turned around so quick. It felt like just a back and forth scuffle, and now
that was
big picks on the side of
coming out there. And he brought the mini sentry over by Dogbread as well, just to add a little bit of insult to injury. It's kind of putting the Chuds into a situation that they might not be comfortable with. Like, you've probably played against a good sniper, but have you played against a good sniper and an engineer? Even if the engineer isn't doing that much, it's just one thing that throws you a little bit off kilter. As Donovan gets a body shot off onto Raven, Slug Mundo goes down, no demo for the Chuds. They're going to have to back up again. They had an opportunity to maybe get some space over towards the point, but now they're at risk of getting forward held if they're not careful enough. And yes, it seems like RDR are trying to get into some type of position. I don't know how you forward hold when you have a sniper and an engineer, though, especially just a mini sentry engineer. You have to get very creative with it, as they're not going to really be able to deny them getting up, but the sentry gun gets two.
The mini sentry in the bottom corner, just tucked away, just like a little surprise for the Chuds. Finds two, and now that's going to severely cripple their push out here, as now Yum Yum trades with Raven there, and the Chuds are trying to make just a last-ditch effort for a quick four-man sack. They find Donovan and Dingo, but they're looking for others, and they don't really find much else. They get the picks, they get the point, but they have a lot of time to make up. with RDR at only 20 seconds left, and the Chuds have to hold it for over 2 minutes here. So it's gonna be once again a lot for them as they try to make a forward hold. Not gonna be enough. They already drop Raven as RDR is pushing up back on the cliff very quickly. Quack coming in with the bomb. Donovan following up. They try to find something. It's not going to be good enough, but they make the space, get the exchange. They have the better Uber, so now they're just trying to push the Chuds out. And this is not looking good for the Chuds. The Chuds, they don't have time to be pushed out. So they're walking back in. They're going to take the dry. They keep their players up. But Dank is very, very low here. If RDR knows, maybe they'll be able to catch something, but Sandblast is just denying them with this. Oh my goodness, Quack tries to get in but gets completely denied. And Sandblast finally goes down. Everyone's getting denied, but finally Chuds finds an opening and pushes straight into RDR's cliff, finally getting them out. And with a minute and a half on the clock, they're slowly closing the distance here.
They are slowly but surely. We're going to have to see how long that surely lasts, as it's going to be an opportunity now for RDR to try and get back on top of the point. There's a few players in behind trying to make a play. Oh, Donovan just whips around, headshots him like it's nothing. And maybe for him it is, but there's a spy on the field and they weren't expecting that. Math comes in, takes down the medic, and now, however, his team have to get onto the point in 10 seconds, otherwise it's all for naught. They find one and Donovan, so they are getting the picks. They should be able to capture this up. There's a soldier bombing it, just trying to delay for as long as possible. They do a lot of damage. They get the force out, and that's what they were looking for, because now Dank is alive, is going to be in position to have a little bit of Uber advantage, or at least make sure that it is even. But Dank takes a few damage. Oh my god, he's so weak. He almost went down to spam damage there. Is going to be able to stay alive. So maybe getting a little bit too eager there is the RDR team. But when you have Donovan just headshotting people like it's nothing, they can just make it look so easy.
Yep, and as we see RDR walking straight back in, they do lose one, but they don't let that slow their momentum down. They do trade Math for Yum Yum, and Dam tries to come in with a bomb to slow them down, but Donovan's trying to find some headshots here. They still fear him just that little bit, and RDR's trying to make the push up onto here. The clock is slowly ticking down here, only 20 seconds, as Dam goes behind onto their trying to make a play. They get the force, but everyone on the Chuds is just going down. They're getting cleaned up slowly but surely as RDR finds the point. And there we go. The wipe as it's 2-0 for RDR. Soldier drops to his knees in his final moments.
It's some shenanigans coming out here, but we do finally have shenanigans in response. Big Bang is up on the sniper, but Sandblast is up on the heavy, so hopefully Big Bang can counter this with a quick headshot to Sandblast's dome, but otherwise they're going to be in for a rude surprise once they cross this big rock right here. Right now, they haven't spotted the heavy. They probably know that Sandblast is up to no good in the neighborhood. And Big Bang is going to be able to take down Yum Yum, so they know that there's a sniper on the enemy team. RDR does. And now they're going to have to try and figure out how they want to play around this. They have the heavy, so they've committed to it, at least for the moment. Sandblast making his presence known, is taking a little bit of space. Donovan is going to be able to take down the demo. Slugmundo not having a good time at all with this sniper, just dominating all the sidelines. And a bomb comes in onto the medic, not going to be able to find anything. The heavy just slowly walks up, does a ton of damage, and Jade feels like I'm watching Highlander.
It really does right now. RDR taking full advantage of the fact that they're getting away with these off classes. And I mean, when you have that difference in DM, sometimes you can just kind of get away with it. As we see here, Donovan is trying to SVS. Big Bang finally finds him here, and they're walking out onto point, cleaning up the players who were just way too far forward, trying to forward hold with a heavy, a sniper, and who knows what else, an NG maybe. So now RDR, or the Chuds, take the point back, and now they're trying hopefully to set up a forward hold. They're hopefully trying to turn the tide here. They already find Yum Yum, trying to prevent RDR from getting that type of control over the map to the point where they can off class again, but it's not going to look like it as they drop 4 just trying to do the forward hold. And RDR's right back onto the point with all their players ready and healthy to fight.
Yeah, they are healthy. There was a backstab in all of that, I
Oh,
think, from Donovan. Um, they are just doing what they want, kind of because they can. And for the moment, that is just a mess with the mental of the Chuds. They are going to get an early pick onto Yum Yum. Raven finds that one with his trusty pistol. But the question is, how much can he trust it when there are a bunch of invulnerable players in his face? His medic goes down, Slugmundo down, damn, also taken down. Is this going to be a full wipe? No, because Big Bang gets one on the Quacks. Raven finds one on the Dank, finding something in all of the rubble of their teammates' death. They get something, but I don't know how much is going to be able to help them. Actually, because Luddy did die first, they are going to have a little bit of Uber advantage, but there is someone sneaking in this connector area. It is Sandblast. Yum Yum's also there as well, but they both get found out there. Sandblast maybe not too happy that Yum Yum kind of sold the spot a little bit, but instantly Quacks bombs in, gets destroys Slugmundo right there, and it is just chaos either every way you look. Jaden, it is just absolute chaos. Dank is actually going to
oh
get
my
taken down by
goodness.
Raven.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, through all the chaos, somehow RDR just, or I mean, the Chuds finding kill after kill, and they're able to take the point back here. I mean, realistically, they don't have too bad of a, uh, they don't have too far to come back from. It's already, only 50 seconds. So as long as they're able to hold it down, hopefully, maybe Big Bank is able to lock down the point, much like Donovan has. But as we see RDR push in here, Soldier coming in with a quick bomb. They look for the force and they get it immediately. They lose two in the process, but the Chuds are looking to look for. They don't have a response. They get the force, and now they're gonna have to contest RDR's advantage here as they walk in very very soon. Once again, Donovan back up on the sniper, ready to just cause some strife for the Chuds. But Big Bang is may be able to take him out. We haven't seen them really face off directly yet. Uh, but right now, they're RDR just taking it very slow, walking on the grass, playing their advantage. And
What the Donovan?
wow, Donovan just absolutely robbing the Chuds of any life they have on sniper. They get the Uber in, but they don't really find much as now the Chuds are looking at an Uber advantage. Unfortunately, they lose Big Bank as Sandblast is still behind, almost gets another pick, but it's not going to be enough. Now the Chuds are quickly going to try to get back in here and take advantage of the Uber they have. Maybe find Dank in the process. Dam is going for a quick fade bomb. Math trying to get in here, find something. They're just going to take the space here, play it slow, uh, and let things, even out. They're going to let RDR push in here. RDR going in for the sack. They get the force. And now they're just going to kite it and most likely play the ad from here.
There's
So
a
the Chuds,
spy out on the
once
field.
again,
Yeah, Donovan.
Donovan,
Done
once
it
again, he's
before.
here with surprises.
Can he do it some more? Oh, what? No. He
No!
face steps to. Oh my
No!
god! If he had got the medic too with the revolver, I actually would have done something. I don't know what,
I
but what is
I would have left the
happening
room.
is that RDR are pushing in with their Uber. They should be able to find one onto Big Bank, who's just playing Ring Around the Rosie right now. Unfortunately, he had the pocket full of posies, and he does go down to ashes. With that being said, now it is overtime in the favor of the Chuds. I don't think it's going to be enough time for RDR to get their Uber here, so it really should come down to a dry fight. Actually, no, it is going to be Uber advantage for them, but if not, if Luddy goes down, he goes down very, very weak. So they might be able to get this Uber in time. They should be able to, around about 80%, but they have to be quick with it. They're taking a little bit of time. But, oh, Big Bang gets a nice
Ooh.
shot onto Dank. Put that in your rhyme book right there, as it's going to be an opportunity for the Chuds to maybe win, but they're losing a few. Actually, they lose 3 as well. They have to get onto this point. They only need to capture it up once. The spoon comes out. Oh my god, if that would have hit, but they lose everyone. It's just Slutty. He didn't flash anyone at all. It's just him. He just needed to flash one person there. Oh my god, he gets juggled up into the sky. Can he? Oh, this is it was their round to win, and it goes over them in the most heartbreaking way possible. Instead, we have the third round.
That was so tragic to watch. Just Letty standing there, everyone dropped, just thinking about life, the 1,000-yard stare. We've all seen it. But hopefully, I mean, the Chuds, they've been through a lot, but as long as they can keep their heads in the game, you know, they can make big things happen. Big Bank on Sniper seems to be surprising RDR a little bit. They're able to get something. Unfortunately, Dingo already finds Raven. That's going to be kind of a crucial pick, as Sandblast has got the mini sentry set up, but Big Banks also finds a pick with his own sniper. So either way here, they're both playing it pretty slow. Unfortunately, Donovan once again finding a headshot onto Math, finding another headshot onto someone as they push them all the way out, possibly Slugmundo. Donovan jumping into their main, but just absolutely dominating on Sniper.
If he had hit that, that could have been potential for one of the most insane plays I've seen in a long time. But regardless, it's going to be now still 2 picks coming in the favor of RDR. The 3 as well. Yum Yum going on a killing spree. Maybe one more. Actually gets the force out from Luddy. Raven going in as deep as he possibly can. Does get the counter force out from Dank, who was a little bit weak there, trying to heal up by the dispenser, because of course there's a dispenser, and that is going to be many dead on the side of the Chuds. Another might fall, no math. Going to be able to defend himself against an aggressive Yum Yum. We do have the spoon coming in. Quacks goes for it, doesn't get it, but does trade out with the demo slug Mundo. And, in theory, these trades do favor the Chuds because they don't have control of the point, so they have the faster respawns. But I think at this point, it's just mental damage.
It really, really might just be mostly the mental game at this point. You're already kind of thrown off by the way RER is off-classing so much, and you're already down 3-0 at that. It's going to be a long road to come back, but they're slowly trying to make the space here. Big Bang finds the kill on the Yum Yum, finds the kill on the Sandblast. He gets 2, but Donovan finally takes him down in return and finds Math as well as a response. Donovan said, "You get 2, I get 2." And now RDR, despite, pretty much losing the point there, they're going to be set up to maybe make another push. They're trying to poke some angles, and they find Slugmundo. That's going to be big for them as they Uber in here, going for an exchange. They get the force out, but they're not really able to find any picks. Unfortunately for the Chuds, though, they have a spy up. They have Math on spy once again. Looks like he's about to try to make a play here. He gets the backstab on the Dank.
Oh my god.
Big play.
That's really
insane. This is
going
to be a huge... I mean, Luddy almost goes down too, though. Luddy does go down. Yum Yum finds Luddy in response. That is so unfortunate for such a great backstab from Math. And now, once again, the Chuds are going to have to try to work with... Oh, my goodness. Donovan showing who's the sniper in the server. And once again, the Chuds are just going to have to work off of some slight disad here. Not the biggest, but they have a lot to fight through, and it is not going too well with Math once again going down to Donovan. They just can't seem to find their footing.
They cannot at all. They have... They're trying their hardest, for sure, but unfortunately for them, it's just not working out. Nice serve from Big Bang to stay alive there from the soldier bomb, but Unfortunately, Luddy is taken down by Yum Yum Raven as well. I think that might have been a drop, and that can almost be certainly one of the many nails that are building the coffin that I think the Chuds are going to have to lie in after this game. They do have a spy out trying to make their way onto the medic. One more for one more. No, they
Oh,
Uber right before he was going for the stab. That is so unfortunate for them, as now only 7 seconds, 6 left on the clock. They have to make their way towards the point. I don't think it's going to happen. Not when Donovan is the server. The man has been shutting them down all throughout this match. And that is why it was a 4-0, a very dominant 4-0 in the favor of RDR.
very, very dominant. And yeah, I think a lot of that just came down to RDR exploiting that DM difference. I mean, even though we've said, I mean, the Chuds have shown to be an amazing team throughout this tournament. He's up and coming, low, a lot of them low invite, high level players. But I mean, it still just goes to show the difference in skill between low and top invite, because RDR off of their momentum alone were just able to off class so much that it turned into more of a mental game than even just a product game at that point. It was just like, what are you going to do against us right now? We're playing Highlander, and at some point it really showed. The momentum kept picking up for RDR, and eventually it just kind of led to a roll from there. But it looks like we're gonna have the logs coming up here, and yeah, we can see it. Donovan, Donovan with the 400 DPM on the sniper, and both them and Sandblast absolutely fragging out on that game. That was very dominant.
Yeah, very, very dominant. Also very impressive for Sandblast, considering how much he was off-classing. Played 5 of the 9 classes in that game and still had a very, very solid stat line. So definitely doing some work. It's unfortunate for the Chuds. It's a sad way to lose your final game in such a uh, spectacular fashion. But they still had a really great tournament throughout this whole thing. They had really great games, against Tech and against so many other teams that I think they should still feel pretty good with what they were able to do today. And after all, coming third place ain't too bad, anyways. You can put that in. You still get something out of that, hopefully for them. So that is going to be the end of their run here in the Horse Run Monthly. But there are still 2 teams with a horse in this race.